stomp your feet like that? And let's clap together. That's it. Keep it going. Let's sing this little light of mine.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
All right, keep clapping now. Sounds good.
Ten, nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's all stand and get ready to sing. Oh, oh, Jesus is the one who lights our way. Oh, oh, He gives us hope for each new day. Oh, oh, when the world feels dark and lonely, His love illuminates. He's the one I trust and I will follow Him. He is the light that breaks through the darkness. Follow His lead and light it up, light it up. Jesus will guide us through every dark time. Follow His lead and light it up, light up the world. Great job, everybody. Let's sing this out to Jesus. Jesus is the one who lights our way. Oh, oh, He gives us hope for each new day. Oh, oh, when the world feels dark and lonely, His love illuminates. He's the one I trust and I will follow Him. He is the light that breaks through the darkness. Follow His lead and light it up, light it up. Jesus will guide us through every dark time. Follow His lead and light it up, light up the world. I'm gonna follow Jesus wherever He will lead me. I'm gonna follow Jesus all the way. I'm gonna follow Jesus wherever He will lead me. I'm gonna follow Jesus all the way. He is the light that breaks through the darkness. Follow His lead and light it up, light it up. Jesus will guide us through every dark time. Follow His lead and light it up, light up the world. Light up the world. Light up the world. Great job, astronauts. Take a seat.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome back to space. You know, I have to admit that I was very skeptical when Mickey Way came into the planetarium one day and said, "Director, we need to have an adventure camp." And I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Let's bring in all these kids and tell them about the stars and be an astronaut." And I said, "Kids in the planetarium? No, not in this prestigious facility. Ain't happening." And he said, "But we want to inspire the next generation to be astronauts and astrologists and discover God's creation." And I said, no. But he went along with it and did it anyway, that man. Well, all right. I will say he was right. Are you all having fun this week? Yes. All right, I guess that he was right then, because you all are having a lot of fun. You all are learning so much, and maybe some of you are being inspired, just like Kendall, to be an astronaut or an astrologist someday. And even better, maybe you can continue being curious and researching all about God's creation. So I'm glad that you're here. Thanks for letting me spend this time with you.
Oh, Madam Director, it's so nice you've changed your perspective on our adventure camp. Are you all having fun at the Stellar Planetarium Adventure Camp Expedition? Yes! Oh, and look at all your crazy hair. I love it. And Madam Director, you look really beautiful with your hair down like that.
Oh, well, it is a little crazy, isn't it? You know, I just feel, I'm not sure about it. It's kind of casual, but, I said to myself this morning when I got dressed, I was like, hey, the kids are all getting crazy with their hair, so maybe I'll get crazy too.
I'm sure that is a crazy hairstyle for you, but I'm glad you're having fun with us. Do you have any cool space science to share with us today?
I sure do. I sure do. Let's get our notes here. Well, yesterday in our space science lesson, we learned all about our solar system, right? We saw some planets, we saw some moons, we learned about space probes and how far and how big our solar system is. Well, today, I want to tell you a little bit about what it's like to be an astronaut. Because, see, astronauts, just because they're in space, they are still humans, and humans have needs for things like food and water and air and shelter, right? So up in space, they still have all of those needs, but they just meet those needs a little bit differently. Because up in space, they have to have special food. They have to use special soap to keep themselves clean. They have to even take tanks of oxygen so that they can breathe. And instead of living in a house, they live in a space shuttle, because things are very different when there's no gravity and no oxygen. But I've got some pictures for you. So let's take a look at some things. And look at this picture. Here's an astronaut, and he's got some special tools there that he's working with in order to be able to do whatever project he's doing. But if you kind of look in the background there, look at how all the tools have to be clipped up. Maybe they're using some tape or some Velcro to keep everything in place so it doesn't all go floating around. It's kind of interesting how he has to do his work there. Let's see the next one. Oh, look at that. A shower.
Whoa, that's weird.
In a shower. Could you imagine taking a shower with no gravity? The water would be coming down and just float away. You'd be like, hey, water, hit me, please. I got to scrub. So they got to go into these special capsules where the water can spray on them and then get sucked out of there so that they don't float water molecules everywhere. Kind of interesting. Wow. Let's see, what's next? Oh, this guy's getting a haircut in space. You know, sometimes you got to still cut your hair in space. But again, instead of the hair flying all over, floating away, it's kind of like a vacuum. It's a razor plus a vacuum at the same time. How cool is that?
Wow.
All right, well, let's see, we got another one. Oh, and this guy, he's sleeping. Could you imagine deciding, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep now, and then you start floating around, and oop, bonk, I hit my head. Oop, bonk, hit my head over here. They gotta be strapped in. So they're kind of like it's seat belts, like in a car. They gotta be strapped in so they don't float away. And this guy's laying down, at least that's the way the picture is, but sometimes they just sleep standing up because they can't tell the difference. There's no gravity. They don't feel whether they're upside down or vertical or horizontal. All right, we got one more here. These guys are eating food. They're eating out of a bag. They got to prepare all of their food ahead of time. Remember what Heather said yesterday, that on the space station, they might be there for up to 6 months at a time? Or we talked about if we went to Pluto, it could take 9 years to get there. Well, they have to prepare all their food. Could you imagine trying to cook without gravity? Let's see, let me chop up my vegetables. Oh, there they go. Okay, let me put my food onto the pan. Oh, stay on the pan, stay on the pan. Let me put my pan on the oven or on the stove. It's floating. Stay on the heat. Be kind of hard, wouldn't it? You burn your hand if you put it there. So they're eating out of little bags of food that's already prepared. What do you think? Kind of fun to be an astronaut?
Fun.
Kind of complicated, right? Kind of complicated. All right, well, that's kind of cool. Now you have a little bit of an idea of what being an astronaut could be like.
Wow, living in space, looking at those pictures, that seems pretty strange, but fun. I think we need to take a moment, though, to talk about our God sightings from yesterday. Adeline, you want to help us out?
Yesterday, we saw God by looking at all God's creations around us. Today, we're going to see God by looking at the things that bring us joy and happiness. In the Bible, it says all good things come from God. So if something brings me joy and happiness, I know God must be working, and I get to enjoy the results of his work. So let's turn and share with our crews and see some things that God is shown because he does good things and how you see him around you. Don't forget to grab a star from your basket and write 1 or 2 God sightings on it. We'll post it in our galaxy later. say that.
Let's, yeah. And just have maybe 2 or 3 each side.
Are you gonna blow the whistle, or should I just say?
This is just so fun, right?
So Kenley and Jaren are gonna come out with microphones and ask you guys to share some of your God sightings.
The snake.
The snake from yesterday.
The sunset. Beautiful day. Birds and plants.
Yeah, there's still several on
A
the back.
bird.
Lots of things in nature. I love it.
The moon. Family.
Oh, I love that.
Holy Spirit. I get to see my cousin this weekend. Friends. I made a friend.
Oh, that's a great
Family. I saw a comment last night. Seeing a snake. Friends. CJ. God. Helping someone up.
Oh, that's awesome.
Friends.
That's probably good.
Let's do one more from each side.
My dog.
There was a puppy that a girl was chasing, and all my neighbors helped to get it. Well, people around us.
Isn't it wonderful that we can see God by enjoying the good things around us? Let's sing a song about how God shines and lights up the world. As we do, crew members, please choose one of your crew members to send the star up to our galaxy.
Searching for an answer, a ray of hope in a hopeless world. Who can we turn to? Where is our rescue? There is
song. I love how in that song it talks about how Jesus shines bright all over the earth. So that means whoever searches for him, they can see him if they just look for it.
I love it.
I did it.
Did what?
I just got notified of my test scores and I passed with flying colors.
Wow, congratulations. Does that mean that you got accepted into astronaut training program?
No, but I'm one small step in getting to my dream.
Oh, congratulations. Huh. Look at that. A real astronaut in our midst. You know, I gotta shake your hand. Well, that's just great, Kendall. I'm so proud of you. You know, let me take a look at you. A real astronaut, what does it look like? Huh. She's kind of skinnier than I would have expected. But, oh man, a real astronaut. I'm gonna get you a special seat at lunchtime today because you deserve it. Oh, that's so great. Oh, can I get your autograph? Yeah, right there. Oh, yay, okay. Oh, you know what else? We need a selfie. We gotta take a selfie. I want a selfie with you. Yeah, oh, that's so good. I'm so happy for you.
Thanks. But I'm really proud of myself for even past this hurdle.
Congratulations, Kendall. I'm so excited for you. God really worked through you on this. He's so good. That's great news.
You know what this calls for? This calls for a celebration!
Oh.
And guess what? Celebrations always include Twinkies! Nothing so fast.
You know, Kendall, that's great, but do you know what's an even better way to celebrate?
Having 2 Twinkies?
Nope.
A glass of milk.
A glass of milk? No, wait a minute, Kendall. No. I mean, that's fun and all, but you can celebrate by shining Jesus' light.
We got a celebration back there.
Exactly. Think about that.
Right.
Think about that. I know the Twinkie is wonderful, but yeah, we can celebrate by shining Jesus' light.
Wait. You said to shine your light when things feel dark and when people don't get along. But right now, things don't feel very dark. And things don't... And me and Boston are back to being good friends. He even helped me study with the test. I also owe him the credit to him.
That's right. Well, why we can learn about this today is because we can learn that when good things happen, shine Jesus' light. We need to give credit to Jesus for all the good things he gives us and for all the good things he helps us do. He helped you pass your test, and he helped you and Boston become friends again. So, do you think you know our Bible point today?
So, when good things happen, shine Jesus' light.
That's right. When good things happen, shine Jesus' light. That's right. Jesus is the reason for all those good things. And now you can shine light back to him by sharing with others all the good stuff he's done for you. And you know, that brings something else to mind that I've been thinking about. Hey, Madam Director,
You know, since we're celebrating today and just having so much fun, I think you could call me Kirsten from now on.
oh, well, that's great. Well, in that case then, so I've been thinking about this idea of giving credit where credit is due, right? And I've gotten to know you over these past few days, which has been great. But one thing I've noticed is that you tend to give credit to the wrong things.
Credit to the wrong things? Huh. Really? What do you mean?
Well, for instance, the first day we met here with our awesome camp, you were so concerned that this camp was going to degrade the high esteem of this building.
Well, yeah, this is a very renowned planetarium that all over the world people know about it, and we cannot disrupt the work that's happening here.
Well, that's just it. I mean, this building, it is important. And it should be well maintained, but shouldn't we be giving more credit to the scientists and researchers and engineers for designing the tools and making the discoveries? And for that matter, shouldn't we be giving credit to God for designing those people to have the passion and wisdom to do the work that they do?
Huh. I guess you got a point there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And our music. I love that you're so excited about our music and giving our band a new tagline.
Oh, yeah, everyone. Let's hear it for the Stellar Moon Rock Band. They are out of this world. That's right.
I love that. But instead of getting so excited about our band, I hope all of you astronauts are getting excited about our lyrics, the words we sing. We sing about God and the stellar love he has for us. I'd much rather have someone remember the messages behind our songs and that they point to God rather than worrying about if we're a good band or not.
Oh, so you're saying that you want to shine light on Jesus rather than shining the light on the band.
That's right. Now you're starting to get it.
Oh, and what about when she was all over the telescope? She was getting all mushy over the telescope and how cool the telescopes and satellites are when they take pictures of things in space.
That's right. Telescopes and satellites, they are amazing. But what makes them cool are the stellar objects they're taking pictures of. A telescope wouldn't seem nearly as cool if it was just zooming in and taking a picture of a shoe or a stop sign.
No. I do not need a close-up look of shoes and stop signs.
Instead, I like to thank God for the amazing galaxies and black holes and the designs of the stars in the sky so that when we send equipment out into space, it can send back the amazing discoveries of God's creation that takes our breath away.
Wow, you're right. God's creation is way more impressive than human inventions.
Yeah, that's right. And one more thing. When you were congratulating Kendall, you started treating her like she was better than the rest of us, like she was some kind of superhuman. Everyone should be treated with kindness and respect, but God is the only one who should be worshipped. And do you know he loves everyone, all of you, just the same, no matter what kind of work they do. We should be proud of Kendall for all of her hard work and for finding success, but if we see her accomplishments without giving credit to God, then we start to develop idols. Yeah, so idols. Ella, can you tell us what an idol is?
Yes, I can. You got it. An idol is an object of worship that you place higher than anything else. It's a higher value. You place it higher.
Yes, that's right. Really, God is the only one who should be worshipped. If we start to worship idols, then we aren't giving God the proper admiration he deserves.
Oh, no. I don't want to do that. I want to give God the proper admiration that he deserves, but I guess you're right. I've been seeing what's right in front of me and giving all my admiration and affection and love to those things rather than where I should give my love and admiration to God. I don't want to place anything higher than God. So you're right, he's higher than any building or any song or band or invention or even the people I think are pretty cool. Okay, so then how do we properly worship God?
Oh, wait, I know. We gotta give him some Twinkies.
I don't think that's such a good idea, Kendall. I know what we can do. It's right here in the Bible, God's word. The Bible says, shout with joy to the Lord, all the earth.
Is that our Bible verse for today?
It sure,
Shout with joy to the Lord, all the earth.
It sure is. Astronauts, can you say that with me? Shout with joy to the Lord, all the earth. And when we worship God, we can shout with joy so people can hear us and know that we are giving Him the credit for all good things. Another way that we can shout with joy, is to sing with joy. And I think we have a song to remind us that when good things happen, shine Jesus' light. Yes. So let's all stand and sing.
We worship the God who was. We worship the God who is. We worship the God who evermore will be. He opened the prison door. He parted the raging sea. My God, He holds the victory. There's joy in the house of the Lord. There's joy in the house of the Lord today. And we won't be quiet. We shout out your praise. There's joy in the house of the Lord. Our God is surely in this place. And we won't be quiet. We shout out your praise. We worship the God who heals. We worship the God who saves. We worship the God who always makes a way. 'Cause He hung up on that cross and He rose up from that grave. My God is rolling stones away. Sing joy in the house of the Lord. There's joy in the house of the Lord today. And we won't be quiet. We shout out your praise. There's joy in the house of the Lord. There's God is surely in this place. And we won't be quiet. We shout out your praise. There's joy in the house of the Lord. There's joy in the house of the Lord today. And we won't be quiet. We shout out your praise. There's joy in the house of the Lord. Our God is surely in this place. And we won't be quiet. We shout out your praise. There's joy in the house of the Lord. There's joy in the house of the Lord today. And we won't be quiet. We shout out your praise. Oh, we shout out your praise. Way to go, astronauts. Take a seat.
God sure gives us a lot of joy because of all the good things He shows us. I want to introduce you to today's Bible buddy, Luna, who will help you remember when good things happen, shine Jesus' light.
Hi, I'm Luna, but you probably just know me as the moon. I'm called the moon because for a while, you humans thought I was the only one. After all, I'm the only moon the Earth has. But it turns out, a lot of planets have moons like me. Moons come in all kinds of shapes, sizes, and types. The thing we all have in common is that we all orbit around something, like a planet, dwarf planet, or even an asteroid. Long ago, a guy named Galileo discovered 4 moons orbiting Jupiter. That's the first time any people knew there were moons besides me. Of course, now humans know that Jupiter has way more than 4 moons. There are at least 79. And Saturn has even more. Saturn has at least 82 moons. Wow! Some of those moons even help keep Saturn's rings in place. All total, there are hundreds of moons in our solar system. But let's face it, I'm the cool one. And I'm the only one that orbits the Earth. Of course, scientists have a lot more to study about the moon. It hasn't really been that long since the first astronauts came to visit me. It was a big deal for humans to take a few steps on my surface. By the way, since I have no wind or much of an atmosphere, their footprints can stay for a really, really long time, right along with a family photo they left here. So far, 24 humans have traveled to see me, and 12 have walked on me. I guess I fascinate them. And they're still studying me from the rock samples they brought back to Earth. I might look like a big old nightlight in the sky, but I actually don't have any light of my own. It's just the sun shines its goodness on me, and I shine it back down to Earth. You may see me go through phases. I'm always this nice, big, and round. But sometimes I hide a little. That's because the Earth blocks some of the sun's light, and you only see a little light from me. But every 29 days, you'll see all of me. I'm full and shining back all the light I can. You and I actually have a lot in common. God shines His goodness on you, and you can shine it back to others. You can be like the moon. In the Bible, the book of Psalms, chapter 100, verse 1, it says, "Shout with joy to the Lord, all the earth." So when you get exciting news, or ace a test, or see a beautiful sunset, remember, those good things came from God. So don't forget to reflect His goodness back to other people. Be the moon. When good things happen, shine Jesus' light.
Luna the moon glows in the night because she shines or reflects the light of Jesus, or the sun. It is our job to be like her because we need to shine the light of Jesus. Let's sing one more song about how we can shine Jesus' light.
Let's do it. Stand up, everyone. We're going to shine just like Jesus for everyone to hear and see. Jesus is the light of the world. Jesus is the light of the world. And He's living in my heart. Even when the world goes dark, I can shine, shine, shine in the night. I can shine my light. I can shine my light. I've got His light in me, always ignited, and I can't hide it. It burns eternally, illuminated, and it's not fading, like a star that won't go away up in the night sky. I want His love to shine, burning so, so bright. Jesus is the light of the world. Jesus is the light of the world. And He's living in my heart. Even when the world goes dark, I can shine, shine, shine in the night. I can shine my light. I can shine my light. I want the universe to see me, being more like Him daily. I want the universe to see me, being more like Him daily. 'Cause Jesus is the light of the world. Jesus is the light of the world. And He's living in my heart. Even when the world goes dark, I can shine, shine, shine in the night. I can shine my light. 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 Oh yeah, we can shine those lights. Have a seat, everyone. Man, that song is so great, talking about how Jesus is the light, but His light is in me, and I send that back out to everyone else. That's just amazing. Well, astronauts, You're doing a great job, having so much fun, learning so much as we go to all of our space stations. We're about to head out to your next station to find out more ways that when good things happen, we can shine Jesus' light. So go ahead, circle up with your crew captains to figure out what your job is today, and make sure you stay with them because nobody wants to get lost in space.